Why?
So
The only two kinds of guys that I've ever seen support abortion are the ultra simps that are like, yeah, I support feminism, like Biden, all that kind of stuff. The ultra simps and the dudes that are running through chicks and they want that like escape hatch.
I definitely see that side, but I just, when you speak like that, it makes it seem like, obviously, yes, is I guess a form of birth control in the end, but it's not. It's not like, oh, either I can get this IUD or just keep getting abortions. Like obviously, you've probably never had to have an abortion since you're pro-life, and abortion is not just a simple let me just walk in and oh baby gone. It's a very
brutal procedure.
Yes, it's not.
but
I'm not saying there's not women who have had multiple or things like that, and there is definitely women out there using it as birth control, but that is a small minority of the people. Don't just make it seem like it's like, oh,
yeah,
I can just get an abortion if I don't want to have a kid. Like maybe there's a few, small percent of women out there like that, but most of the time, a lot of women I know who've had abortions were, honestly, a lot of them kind of sometimes were being safe. Some of them were being idiots. They're like, oh, pull out method, blah, blah, blah,
How many
bullshit.
people do you know that have, I don't know a single person.
I don't either.
Yeah, I know
that have had
quite
abortion.
Yeah.
Do you consider Plan B an abortion?
No.
No,
You don't consider Plan B to be an abortion?
That's no
I don't
proof
think
or
that's
not
an
if you had
abortion.
it's
You
too
don't think
early
that's an abortion,
on.
Brian?
No, because I don't think there was a conception.
I think it's usually when
It
the
kills
sperm
conception.
touches the egg.
It's you have to take it within 72 hours.
The sperm
There's
has already reached
no-
the egg.
For Plan B?
That's
I
conception.
believe so.
Because there would be nothing to kill if it didn't fertilize
No,
it.
but
It's
basically,
blocking. It's not killing.
so
It's blocking it from happening.
In order for
It blocks it
conception
from-
to occur, the sperm
Yes.
has
That's not
to
correct.
get. Hold on, guys. In order for there to be a conception, the sperm must swim and make contact with the egg. What happen if you take Plan B, it does the sperm has not yet hit the egg.
Yeah, it's not an pill.
The
It's
sperm,
not an
I don't
abortion
think
pill.
That's not true.
it doesn't take 72.
You can take it for up to 72, but
you
I
can
don't
take
know.
it for up to 72, but if you took it 72 hours later, there's a likely chance that the sperm has already reached the egg within 72 hours.
Well, that's
I
why
believe.
girls
So maybe
take
it's
it
a
like
wobble.
we
It's
do.
I
only
saw
maybe
on the
try to fact
check
Kardashians.
it.
I think Kendall Jenner taught me this on the Kardashians that
That's a great
sperm
source.
can live in your body for like 3 days
It can,
before it
yeah.
impregnates
5
you.
days.
So that makes sense that
It's
Yeah,
30
maybe-
minutes.
I don't know, I'm not a
It's 5 days,
biologist.
isn't it?
It's 5 days, and the 72 hours is actually just the 96% effectiveness. So that's why they want you to take it within 72
Okay.
hours, but you can take it within 7 days, but the efficacy goes down significantly because conception has occurred at that point. So a lot of women, when they take Plan B, they like shed their, it forcefully sheds your uterine lining so that you're aborting whatever conception occurred. And a lot of women report the fact that they have like clumpy periods and they have like something bigger come out of them.
So there's a
No,
possibility that
dude.
the sperm did
Yes.
reach the egg.
Okay,
I'm not
but
just making this up.
I know your
No, but
career and
if-
stuff.
okay.
But I know people who literally used to pop. Sadly, I don't agree with it. They used to pop Plan Bs like candy.
Yeah.
I've never had a single friend say they bled after. I've taken Plan Bs. I've
I
never
think you
bled
can only
after.
take it
You've
3
never had a
times
single
a year.
friend. You've never had a single friend say that they bled after Plan B.
Never. That's never
That's the
happened.
process of which
It's
the
preventing it from
pregnancy-
happening. I've taken probably 3 Plan Bs in my life. I've never bled once from it, and I never had a worse period after.
I was gonna say everyone. I haven't heard the bleeding because I don't know that many people that take Plan
That's
B.
a-
But in
that's
college, I know that
abortion.
people
That's
have
an abortion pill.
horrific
That's an abortion
periods
pill,
following
not
Plan
a
B,
Plan B.
and you can only take it like 3 times a year or something like that.
Take what?
Plan B. You
Yeah.
can't just pop
For it
that
to
like
be
it's candy.
effective?
Yeah,
It's
and then it
a high
can
dose.
affect.
effective.
Yeah, and it can affect. I'm sure it can affect fertility or something of the sort.
You're not supposed to take it. You're
Any
honestly not supposed to take it more
hormonal
than like
situ-
3 times in your life.
Exactly, I
honestly.
think that's what it
But people
was.
play with fire with it, and also every time like people try to get pregnant for a long time. It's not just you get, sorry for my language, you get in once and you're pregnant. A lot of the time the Plan B isn't even preventing anything from happening. A lot of
That's
the
a
time you
huge
weren't
thing
even
that-
you
Yep.
weren't even going to get pregnant. It's just a cautionary
Right.
act.
And that's because of like the cycle, the menstrual cycle, right? You can only get pregnant when you're ovulating.
2 days out of the month. Yeah.
Right.
think
And
it's
so
like
that's
five-
and so
six,
five
the
days.
stories
Yeah.
I'm not making this up. The stories that
That's
I've
the
heard
window.
about are
Yeah.
when
The
women
window's
take
3
it and during ovulation and there was conception, like there was actual fertilization occurred and they took it and then it either caused them to have an irregular period or it caused them to bleed out something that was a lot like something that was different.
Could have
I feel
blood
uncomfortable
clots.
talking about this because I've never had a period.
Okay,
but
so
just from
as
what
far
I've
as the Plan B thing,
understood.
it's I would have to look into it further. It's plausible that it could be an abortion if conception occurred. However, for example, you can have sex and then 5 minutes after you have sex, take a Plan B pill, conception has not occurred 5 minutes after you've had sex with somebody. So that would not be an abortion, but it's plausible it could be an abortion.
If you took Plan B 5 minutes after you like had sex with somebody, is there a chance that the Plan B won't work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
It's pretty effective, is my understanding.
For the
not
most
that
part,
I
it's
would
effective.
have any knowledge
That's
of.
why it's Plan B, and you can only take it within a certain days because it's not going to force an abortion. If you take it after that time frame, like you're not going to just take it and now you're going to have an abortion or have a miscarriage.
So one of my friends recently told me a story that his buddy got his girlfriend pregnant, and like several weeks after the fact, he mixed a bunch of Plan B into her pancakes, and she like
That's a yikes.
yeah, and like
And a crime.
basically killed her baby.
Okay, I said
like,
taking a Plan B versus mixing a bunch of Plan Bs together. I'm sure you could feed a
obviously
woman a lot of
obviously
things that would give her a
Obviously they're
miscarriage.
different things, but I'm saying like it can still be effective.
I know, but
Why
there's a
not?
lot of
Sending him to
things that
jail.
you could
Yeah, he
even
needs
you
to go
could
to jail. That's
I'm
like-
calling the
that's-
FBI.
yeah,
I have a hate
could
crime to
so
report.
messed up.
you could drink
So
a bunch of
messed up.
vitamin C and force yourself an abortion, but it's not because it's the Plan B that's going to give you it.
Wait, you can get an abortion from a bunch of vitamin
There's
C?
many ways to
Pineapples, stuff.
Yeah, there's
That
many
was like
ways to
a-
stop.
I think I learned that from
pregnancy.
American Horror Story. I don't know. This is icky.
Who was the first person to figure out that you could take a bunch of vitamin C?
Who was the
Probably-
first person?
Honestly,
to
it was probably
milk
on
a cow? I
accident,
don't
which is
know.
very, very sad.
Who's like, let me pull these udders. Let me drink that. I don't
No,
know.
it was probably because somebody.
Some dude with a fetish for sure.